too much. Yeah, thanks. So, I don't think we specifically set out the parameters for this episode. Like,
no, we didn't.
Like what's
we're kind of
that's okay.
Shoot.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So we only need 3 things.
So this is a more shoot-oriented episode that's gonna be stiff and
Story-oriented.
good story.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Today's shoot is gonna be more of a shoot.
Yeah. So you're along for the ride.
Yeah, the wild ride.
Yeah.
It's always a wild ride when you're rolling with Ian and Mike. And yeah, it better be wild. Or you're gonna turn the video.
Better be.
Well, if Ian flexing didn't make me want to turn the video off, thanks for continuing to stick.
I'm a machine.
And he will pass the wellness test.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Straight edge superstar.
No, yeah, absolutely. We both are. And thank you once again for joining us here at Lakeside. Once again, Wrestling Ramble. Episode 50 looming on the horizon.
I know.
It's nearly there. It's kind of funny to think that we've already been doing the show for almost a full year.
How long exactly have we been watching the Dabble again?
Well, I think we both started watching Raw again January 2015.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, so it's been 18 months.
Wow.
Yeah. And in 18 months, the program has changed a lot. And last night on Raw, we saw Vince McMahon's boys and girls put together a pretty nice tribute to America's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought the way they executed the show was kind of unique. It was atypical of a regular Raw, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you think that trend will continue? Or is that just a one-time thing?
I feel like it's probably just a one-time thing. Because I felt like, to some extent, they were more lighthearted and just kind of like doing whatever it felt like.
Mm-hmm.
Like things felt a lot more just silly and kind of like they were just throwing
it was
things
very
together
loose.
Just because, I don't know, it was 4th of July, I guess.
Yeah.
And they're just like, here's some awesome matches and some like silly segments and just...
Yep. Social Outcast dressed up as the Revolutionary Minutemen.
Yeah.
I kind of got the feeling, like you talked about being light and loose. Maybe Vince just told everybody to just have fun and have a good time.
Yep.
And they did, and it would be great if we could see that every week.
Well, everybody had a good time except for the New Day.
That's right. So that's, I think, one topic that's certainly worth discussion. Let's take a closer look at what is, in my opinion, WWE's current hottest angle.
Mm-hmm.
Would you agree with that assessment, or do they have a hotter one?
Other than the world title.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
For sure.
I'd say it's the hottest, other than the world title.
And what sets this angle apart so far is the fact that, well, I think most notably is the fact that Xavier Woods isn't acting like his usual himself. He dropped Francesca on the mat, and he spoke very earnestly and seriously to his boys.
Yeah.
He got the impression that they're in for more than they bargained for, and I think he might be right.
I think he might be.
If New Day has been asked or, graced with the honor of holding the WWE Tag Team bronze for all this time, maybe part of they get a reward, obviously, for having it for so long, and their prestige is incredibly great. And now WWE has the opportunity to pass that grace and prestige on by putting the Wyatt family over.
Yeah, they do. And I was thinking back to when we did our, fantasy book of the draft, and, this is purely, like, speculation, but I was like, maybe Xavier is going to be the one that's going to have a solo push. And it's going to be just Kofi and Big E.
Yeah, I believe you did pick that. And I thought that was a very sensible pick for sure. And the way things are going, it's leaning more and more like that could very well be the case.
Because honestly, I thought near the start of New Day, like, Kofi was kind of lacking a little bit in the promo ability, and Xavier was kind of lacking in, like, the in-ring ability, it seemed like. But now they've kind of both improved in those abilities. So
all 3 are pretty comparable now.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're tremendous. Do you think all 3 members of the Wyatt family are comparable? And to be fair, I have to first of all give credit to both Rowan and Stroman, who, what little promo time they've been given, they do seem like they've improved.
Yeah, they definitely have. But, like, do I think any of them could be, good solo contenders other than Bray Wyatt, obviously? It's hard to say. I mean, we don't really get to see much of them from promos, other than what we've seen on Monday night.
But those little pre-tape segments.
Yeah,
they get like one line each.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe that's all they need for their gimmick.
Right.
I don't know.
They potentially don't have to say anything now that I think about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say because we haven't really seen them in very many singles matchups. We've hardly even seen them in very many legit matches in general.
Not for a while.
That don't devolve into just chaos.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. Absolutely true.
So, yeah, it's tough to say.
Earlier on the car ride over here, we were talking about the potential for a really big match between Big E and Stroman because they're both so huge.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
It would. It certainly would. It is kind of neat how all three factions have kind of the similar roles. Like they have the big man, they have the talker, and then they have the kind of the utility person.
Yep. Pretty much.
And the utility person's the game breaker.
Yeah. That's the formula.
That's right.
The winning formula.
The formula for Trouble in Paradise.
Yeah. The formula for tag team brawls. They're doing a little alchemy.
Just a little bit. And now this alchemical brew is on its way to the Wyatt family farm.
Oh, yes.
Where in the woodshed we saw Wyatt, Stroman, and Rowan more or less beckon to the three purveyors of positivity to come on over to the farm for some lemonade and murder.
I'm laughing because I saw a speculation on Squared Circle saying what if they try to basically do the Matt and Jeff Hardy thing, but with New Day and the Wyatts?
I'm so glad you brought that up. That perfect segue, big man. Thank you. Matt, we don't usually talk about TNA on the show.
No, but I need to see that.
Yes.
What
for the first ever time, honestly,
they've knocked it out of the park with this marketing because
the build is good. Yeah.
Yeah.
For the first ever time, I think I just can't help but promote Impact Wrestling. I think you and I should watch Impact tomorrow night.
All right.
When they do it
with Ultima Lucha as well.
Part 1.
Oh.
Yes, absolutely. Ultima Lucha 2 starting tomorrow night on El Rey. Really looking forward to it. Last week's show was, good build. We've got Prince Puma now going in to face the King of Mystery in a big time match, which is going to be fantastic.
There's also a fatal 4-way Big Hoss match,
which we got to see 5 seconds of.
Yeah, 5 seconds of.
Dario.
But we got to see the Son of Havoc shoulder spot, which I marked out for.
For sure. Son of Havoc, Tejano, the Mac, and Cage in a fatal 4-way.
Oh yeah.
It'll be fantastic. But I want to just really quickly go back to the brothers. Brother Nero and Broken Matt. Because honestly, what they've done, and Matt and Jeff Hardy, they're known for thinking outside the box and kind of being atypical in their execution and in their ideas.
Their excellence of execution.
Which is definitely excellent. They're amazing, and I made it no secret, Matt and Jeff Hardy are my all-time favorite tag team. The best in history. I love them. But the point I'm trying to make here is with their really progressive and forward-thinking execution of wrestling, this could potentially be what TNA needs, because all it takes is one good idea.
Yeah.
And I don't want anyone to do poorly in wrestling. I want everyone to do well.
Exactly.
Because we love wrestling.
Because if, people do well, then everyone does well.
That's right. The fans benefit, the boys in the back benefit,
yeah,
and hopefully the quality of the show benefits.
Yes. Hopefully.
So yeah, tomorrow night on Impact, Final Deletion is what they're calling it.
Yeah.
From what I've heard, it's absolutely insane. 17-minute spectacle.
I know.
Full of fireworks.
They keep showing those goddamn reaction videos.
Yeah, I know. Fuck. Yeah, so we expect to see.
So should we post our own reaction?
No. We don't do silly gimmicks on this show.
No.
The show might be bad, but there's no silly gimmicks on it, at least.
Not yet.
Not yet. Yeah. Maybe,
I bought in.
yeah, maybe if we get Sonic to this brought to you by Sonic.
To give us a couple of taters.
Just a couple of taters.
I could go for a couple of taters right now. We're in the fucking tsunami, typhoon.
We absolutely are.
Natural disaster.
We are in the eye of the storm right now, absolutely. But that's fine because.
Am I gonna get hit with an earthquake splash?
No, but you may get hit with with your luck, a shooting star.
Yeah, you're right.
But
Brock
just
Lesnar shooting star press.
absolutely. And speaking of Brock Lesnar, just kind of off on a tangent, Brock Lesnar and Shinsuke Nakamura would be the stiffest tag team in the business.
Yeah.
Vince, think about
They
it.
would also be the most over tag team in the business.
So over, incredibly over, way over. And then basically, I'm booking it right now. They could be a tag team. They could rip up everybody, and they could devolve into who's the best, and they could start squabbling. Main event. It's as simple as that.
How about this? Brock Lesnar, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Seth Rollins form like a new NWO type thing. And just clean house on everybody.
If any of you three gentlemen heard what you just said there, you have just been given the keys to the future of pro wrestling right there. Honestly. Who can compete with the three of you?
No. Nobody.
I'm quickly thinking. No, I don't think so.
Maybe like Kurt Angle.
5 years ago.
Yeah.
And Okada.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Kurt Angle, Okada, Dean Ambrose?
Honestly, in
Like
in all seriousness, I
More
think
built up Dean Ambrose maybe?
I think Prince Puma is altogether.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Prince
Puma,
that'd be
Okada,
godlike.
and Kurt Angle from 5 years ago. Yes, they could be that force that could destabilize the three pillars of future wrestling. And then this new they could be called the NNWO.
Yeah.
NNW. This stuff writes itself. Just do it. Make the money. Anyway,
And then they could
NNW.
have a sweet remix of like all of their songs.
I could do the mixes. We can
Oh
get
my
we can
God.
get paid.
Yeah. We can make
Finally.
$1 million moves.
Finally. We're turning this into getting paid.
Yeah.
And
Vicky Guerrero watches the show now too. Because she was on Raw, so she was like, "Oh, I got to check out wrestling."
haven't we mentioned her on the program before?
Have we? I don't know.
If we haven't, hi Vicky.
Hi, Vicky.
And don't shoot, Vicky. We love Vicky. And thank you once again to Heyman, Levesque, McMahon, Lesnar, and all the boys in the back. I don't really like, honestly, the way things are shaping up in pro wrestling scene right now. Ultimate Lucha Dos, Final Deletion tomorrow night, 4th of July in WWE,
Battleground.
and Battleground on the horizon.
The triple threat.
And Roman Reigns is supposed to be a role model for the
I know,
kids.
more burying of Roman, and also more shovel references from AJ.
That's right,
this Monday night.
but we're not burying anyone else on this tonight's episode of Wrestling
No.
Ramble, unless you want to bury something.
No,
Okay. Well, in that case,
we're all about giving the big bear hugs, squeezing the life out of them.
we're putting our favorite superstars in the gallows,
Yeah.
but not making them tap.
No.
Just stretching them a bit because
Yeah.
we will put them over.
Yeah. Pretty much.
I think that's all the time we have tonight for the show because otherwise I'm literally going to be soaked all the way through. So again, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them below. You know how to do that. Anything you want to add, Big Man?
Nope. Other than Bullet Club Too Sweet, Roman Reigns buried.
That's all the time we have. Thanks for joining us.